behind me. And this morning we've got a west wind, very light, and it's just going to suck down this power line. And it's so cold. It's in the low 30s. It got down in the 20s last night, I believe. But what is great about this stand and why it's so good during the pre-rut, we've done some habitat work behind us. We've felled some cedars, and so there's some great cover back here. Hardwood timber to our north, but what makes this so great is that bucks love to cruise this right through here, because on these cold mornings the thermals are coming down. There's just a slight elevation right here, and they love to work these thermals on the downhill side. Lots of history on trail cameras, deer trips going through here. Moultrie mobiles right here has been picking up a lot of activity in the mornings, mid-morning, which is typical in these travel corridors. I just gotta tell you, it's just a beautiful morning. Glad to be out here, and we'll see what happens. Well, that's October 19th for you right there. Can't really see it, but back behind me there's felled cedars. It's thick cover. And sure enough, that doe was going to that cover, likely try to lose that pesky little buck. That encounter was just a great example of what's going on this time of year. That doe probably wasn't receptive. Didn't want anything to do with that buck, and still had her fawns. And when they get receptive and they're ready to breed, they'll break off by themselves. And those fawns were holding tight to her. But that young buck, that's kind of what you see on those young bucks. Just testing the waters, kind of dogging hard. They're new to the dance. They don't know what they're doing. It's about 9 o'clock. So we're going to sit tight and see if anything else comes through this morning. I'll shoot that lead down. My word. Shoot that last doe that's in the timber. Yeah, the last one that's in the timber. That's coming. You see her? In the timber. you want to talk about a doe train. But I spotted deer down in the timber, and I was like, okay, deer's coming up, maybe a doe. And then they just flat out keep coming. And by that time I was like, you know what? We've got to remove some mouse. Because that was a pile of deer. When that doe came in, I saw her. She was the last big doe in that group. And let all those eyes get past me before I drew and shot on that deer. Man, she sounded like she crashed right here, probably in a cedar top. But that feels good. Hunting these travel corridors like this, you're going to see that later movement as they've coming off food, going back into the cover, back into the bedding. These felled cedars that are behind us, just like I talked about that doe earlier, wanting to go into that cover. These deer were obviously dumping in, going over in these cut cedars to warm up, I'm sure, get some sunlight on them because it's cold. We're going to put another arrow in the prime and see what else comes. Second one. This other one's coming back. I'll shoot this other one. Shoot this other one right here. You on her? right there. I can see her. All right. Oh man, it doesn't always happen like that. I drew back on this deer. I mean, she's, I don't know, 5 yards. She caught me drawing. She kind of spooked enough to bring that other first deer back. There's that 13 yards. Let her have it. Put right in the boiler room. She went right up here and fell over. I could see her through a few gaps in the tree. It's just a little before 11, and I'm going to go ahead and pack up because we've got venison to process this afternoon. So we're going to climb down and pick up the trail.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Also by Green Cover Food Plots, Winchester, Lacrosse Footwear, Moultrie Mobile, Fleet Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, RTP Outdoors, Fourth Arrow, Hunt Stand, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Ward Laboratories, Burris Optics, National Land Realty, G5 Broadheads, Prime Bows, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
All right, we're climbed down, we're on the ground. Gonna go pick up the trails. We got 2 of them. Here's the second shot. Golly. Of course, it zipped right through that old mega meat, 2 inches of cutting diameter. Looks like good blood there, good bubbly blood. I am gonna stick this here. So we mark this, and we will go look at the first one first. We'll come back, trail this doe. Just work this trail right here. Oh, there's blood there. Look at that, right there. Awesome. Dark red, looks like heart, which I would expect. We're just walking this trail. It just comes through here. Man, she must have did a somersault right there. Well, what do you know? There she is. Man, golly. She only ran 30 yards. Across this little power line here. I thought I heard her pile up, but man, look at this. Well, I'm gonna flip her over here and we'll take a look. I think the arrow's still in her, so I gotta be careful about that. Man, that mega meat, golly. I mean, I punched right through that bone. There is nothing connecting this right here. The bone is broken. I broke the bone, and this mega meat is just this is incredible. And when you watch the footage, you're going, man, not a lot of penetration, but I went right through that bone, and it stuck in there, and of course hit that heart, and she's done. I wish you could see this hole and how this mega meat cut through the bone. It's absolutely incredible. And this doe didn't go 35 yards from where I shot her. Of course, probably hit the heart here. That's impressive. And a big doe and a short drag and only doe number 1. So we're gonna drag this doe up, go after doe number 2. All right, back at the doe number 2. Bunch of blood right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there she is. She's pumped. Oh, I see her there. Yep, in the heart. Whew. Man, what a morning. Later movement, of course, we're hunting the travel corridor. Deer are filtering through, and we've got some habitat work we've done to the south here where we've felled cedars, and there's a little more sunlight hitting the ground, and this time of year, especially this morning, it's super cold. Deer were likely up feeding. There's probably some acorns in here, eating those carbs, trying to stay warm, put some calories on, and then going back to the south here, trying to get on a slope where there's a hole in the sun and warm up during the day. And this doe, it just happened to work out, we'll just say that. So you all saw it on camera, and just taking the advantage and being able to get another tag punched and more venison for the freezer, I'm happy. So we're gonna drag her out, we're gonna get them loaded up, and we've got a lot of work to do. This was Drew's first successful filming expedition here. We've been filming quite a few hunts. Congratulations to Drew, we did a great job on the camera, and hopefully there'll be some more to come. In the field, we showed you that this leg bone was shattered and cut by the mega meat. When we took it off, I kind of dug around in there, and there's chunks of bone here, and this bone is completely cut through and is free. Now, what may be even more impressive than that mega meat went through that bone and then went through ribs to get inside, hit the vitals. And when I got inside, I found the mega meat, and that's what it looks like. Strength of that broadhead, able to go through those bones, still go in, go through ribs, hit the vitals, and come out looking like that, that's impressive. We still have doe number 2 to cut up, so we're gonna get to work, start removing venison. The pre-rut is heating up. Had a little taste of that this morning, watching that young buck push the doe and those fawns, and then putting that in to our hunting strategy in the travel corridor, getting close to some bedding. Man, things are going to be looking good here in the next few days. So I'm excited to get back in the woods. Not going to be afraid to tag another doe, but we'll be looking for a nice set of antlers too. Don't you worry. Hey, I hope you get outside, enjoy creation this week, but more importantly, slow down, listen to what the Creator is saying to you and the purpose He has for your life. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.